Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron.
And I am Vince.
This is the universe's only improv comedy Dragon Ball watch along podcast. And we are here to discuss every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball. We're here to perhaps do some improv based on what we watch, should the mood and inspiration strike. And we are also here to have a good time with you folks. Thank you for tuning in. But before we get started, I know I can hear you all foaming at the mouth. You're all stitches. Listening
podcast. Chaba podcast.
Mahana does mean podcast. But before that, before we can get into that, we had to do a little something called Kame housekeeping, where we get the audience ready for the listening fun ahead. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous UN sanctioned Olympic Committee approved 1 minute roundup. We'll do a glass break sound.
Oh my God. I am so sorry. Greg, I'm really sorry. I was just admiring your centerpiece, and I don't know. My hands were covered in butter and it slipped.
I invite you to my Thanksgiving feast.
Yeah.
And you have the gall to put your buttery hands on my most prized possession, this glass swan.
Greg, I know that you love this swan more than many other people love their family.
I love it more than everyone here. Wife, child, the rest.
And I guess I'm the rest, but I just wanted to get a closer look, and I forgot that the rolls were so buttery in my hands and that it slipped.
There was the sign, Marcus. Beware of buttery rolls.
Right.
Although on second thought, it should have been beware of buttery bread. I'll have to fire my marketing team.
Greg,
I'm so flustered.
You hired a marketing team for your Thanksgiving?
Look at the decorations, Marcus. Do you think again my wife or child or the rest could do this?
Guess not. I guess not.
I put rich people Thanksgiving on the invitation that was hand delivered by my second.
Okay.
Also a part of the rest.
And I guess I also have to apologize for coming in rags, because I'm not that rich.
A J. Crew sweater, Marcus.
Yeah, a J. Crew, and I feel like a jack off for not getting this.
You know what? Thanksgiving safe. and scene. Rich people Thanksgiving. We can, yeah.
I want one.
Rich people, anything, honestly.
Yeah, man.
I'll take 1 hour of being rich, please.
You know what rich people do, Aaron? They put drinks in ice luges.
That's true. I watched Anora. That was a scene.
And I guessed that was in Anora. I never saw the film.
But that, besides a grim reminder of our capitalist hellscape, is the beginning of the 1 minute roundup, where we do an improv scene to stretch or tighten our improv muscles. I'm learning about physical therapy, and maybe we shouldn't tighten them. I don't know. Seems bad. I keep getting yelled at about it. But it helps us for the show ahead, and it gets us into the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything that we've covered in Dragon Ball thus far, we are talking 330 to 340 episodes of Dragon Ball that we've covered in the show. That's silly.
You've done simple addition and my brain hurts.
I've estimated to a degree the most math we'll do on this show.
Thank God.
They're lucky we count all 7 Dragon Balls.
Solve for D. These balls.
These balls. But Vince, you have to solve for this roundup because we do it as a public service to the listener. Maybe you're a little behind on the podcast. Maybe you're a new listener. This lets you know that you don't have to watch all of Dragon Ball. You don't have to go back and listen to our old episodes, though plenty of you do, and it's greatly appreciated. But you don't have to if you don't want to. We're giving you the choice. We're Lord's Fishbirding you. We're Morpheusing you. There we go.
Oh, yes, I get to finally play Morpheus.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They wouldn't let me in high school when we put on The Matrix Live.
Too tall.
Too tall and too much hair. Oh, God, I had too much hair. It was my cornrows era, and they couldn't believe Lawrence Fishburne would wear cornrows.
No, put a bald cap on. But Vince, you don't have to do any of that for this. All I got to do is ask you a very important question. Are you ready to round up?
Aaron, I am ready. And in the spirit of math, I need you, the listeners, to do a little PEMDAS with me. Please excuse my dang audio summary. And here I go. So you collect 7 magic crystal balls. You get to wish for anything you want. That's what happens on Earth. And Goku is a little boy who goes on an adventure to find all those Dragon Balls with a friend named Bulma. They run into a lot of other people, make a lot of friends. He turns enemies into friends by fighting in Tenkaichi tournaments and fighting around the world. Eventually, he has to fight his brother from space, and then he dies in the process, has to come back to life to fight more guys from space, from the planet Vegeta. And then, his friends die in the process. So he has to go back into space to get the Dragon Balls where they're from. On Namek, he fights Frieza, the baddest dude in the universe. When he comes back, he's got new powers and blonde hair because he went Super Saiyan. A boy from the future tells him that he's going to die of a heart disease and has to stop the androids. Well, that dark future does come to pass and Goku survives. And the android's get absorbed by an even badder android from the future named Cell. And Cell is gross and super powerful and is fighting the Z fighters in a tournament. And he beat Goku because Goku failed. And now he's fighting Goku's son, Gohan, for reasons that Goku is about to divulge.
Ooh, very nice. Very lovely roundup. It was a good reminder that Cell is in fact from the future.
Yeah. Can't forget. Cell, just like Trunks, came from the future.
Call him Future Cell.
Cell! It's your kids!
What about my 7 tiny sons?
It's your kids, Cell! You gotta go back! You gotta go back to age 743!
Well, what's wrong with them? Don't tell me they fight. Don't tell me they have a big fight and then probably die.
I can't tell you, Cell. Or that'd be breaking time code.
Doc, we're already traveling through time. What time code? You some kind of narc?
I didn't want to have to do this, Cell. But yes, I'm a narc. I'm undercover.
I'm ripping your lab coat off. A wire.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 big kisses on the cheek. Mwah, mwah. You broke my heart, Doc Brown.
And now you're going to break my legs.
Someone is. A goon.
Hey, Doc, what are you... Oh, my God, what is that thing?
Which thing? My scene. We'll get to what thing.
We'll get to what thing. Oh.
Blah, 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 blah. But we have to, look, wonderful roundup. And it lets us go into the next part of Kame Housekeeping, which is where we let you know we watched 2 different versions of the episode. I watched the original Japanese language with English subtitles. Vince watches the English dubbed version from Funimation themselves. And we do this to compare and contrast the differences that might pop up. Maybe they're big differences or cell sized. Maybe they're little differences, cell junior sized.
My favorite kind of candy. Cell Junior Mints.
They're green. It's winter green. That's the difference.
Man, we should just become a marketing duo.
We could.
An independent freelance marketing team.
Detroiters Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
There. How dare they steal our friendship dynamic? We have to compare and contrast, goddammit, because the first difference is usually the title. We're having too much fun. It's housekeeping, not house pleasing. We got to get through it. So Vince, will you please reveal the first difference, usually the title, by revealing to the audience your title for this episode?
All right. Here it is. The title for this week's episode. Episode 183 of Dragon Ball Z. Android Explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Explosion. R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Did he pass recently?
Nate Dogg been dead.
Okay, I don't.
Nate Dogg was waiting at Snake Way for Toriyama, dog. Nate Dogg, Twista, just wrapping circles around Toriyama.
Did Toriyama ever profess a fondness for hip hop?
I don't think so.
He's like, no, I like girls and cars. The end.
Yes, I like technology and ladies.
Like, is hip hop a cigarette? No then no thanks. All right, your title describes a sad thing. My title describes a scary thing, but very in a funny manner. So here we go. The title for my episode of Dragon Ball Z from the original Japanese, roughly translated, is for episode 183, Teeny Menaces! Attack of the Cell Juniors.
Oh my God, Teeny Menaces.
Teeny Menace.
Oh, these Teeny Menaces. That's what I'm gonna call everybody, because everybody's shorter than me in real life. You Teeny Menaces, get off the subway.
Teeny.
In or out?
I must stretch out. Teeny is definitely one of the most insulting synonyms for small.
Mm-hmm.
Minuscule is a close second. Teeny is, it's patronizing as well.
Would you lump Munchkin into the patronizing category?
Unless they are starring in The Wizard of Oz and/or Wicked, Part 1 or Part 2.
I don't want to talk about the fact that there's Part 2 to Wicked.
It's an epic tale, Vince.
No, thanks.
Do they sing that Gravity song in Part 1 or Part 2?
They're gonna hit it twice. They're gonna hit it twice.
Hit it twice. That's, I don't know. I feel like that again, I'm reminded almost every day that I'm above average in height. But being under 6 feet still feels like what a failure I am.
No, don't let don't let the tall industrial complex make you feel small for being under 6 feet. I am the freak. I am the anomaly. Okay?
The 1% of the 1%.
I am the 1% of the 1% for height and weight. Okay?
There's I think teeny's it. Teeny's like if you want to hurt someone's feelings, call them teeny.
Oh. There is a thing that when I'm out and about and usually when I'm hanging out with other folks, and somebody who sees me on stage, then sees me in real life off stage, they're like, "Oh my God, you are that tall." And I try really hard to not pat them on the head, but like in a photo, I do it to be funny sometimes because it's always, or just like hovering my hand above their head because it's just like another like little litmus test. They're like, "Oh my God, I don't even come up to your shoulder." I'm like, "Yes." And you also don't have debilitating knee problems since you were like 18. So rest assured, you'll be fine. Me, I'm going to need at least a knee replacement by the time I'm in my 50s.
Your heart works so hard to push that blood. You need
my
two
blood
hearts.
Is defying gravity.
And we have to defy our desire to goof around because we got to talk about this episode. Then we can goof around.
Yeah.
So let's get into the two big events in this episode. By me pointing out, I didn't think there was going to be much in this episode. I was pleasantly surprised because it did take 4 minutes to get to the title screen.
Yep.
It was a very long recap. I was worried.
Yeah. What if you're not aware? Usually if there's a long recap before the title, that means we are in for a clip fest of people remembering old episodes and not a lot moving forward. But as we'll get into, this one, even the recap for me popped just because the narrator was like, the 11-year-old Gohan. And I was like, oh my God, he's not even a teenager. Like in terms of the word teenager, he's still an 11-year-old.
That's not being a teen. Being a teenager is 13 plus. We all agree. An adolescent, I guess, is more apt. He is not an adolescent. But yeah, we start out with establishing sort of where we are with everything. Goku is like saying, "Come on, Gohan, get angry. Get peeved, brother."
The excitement on Goku's face as he is thinking about how strong his son's going to get throughout this fight is disturbing.
I think, yeah, you're right. The more I think about it, this is not necessarily Goku cheering him on. It's Goku salivating at like, ooh, I need to see that strength.
That's it.
And then I can fight my son.
Oh man. Cause Goku looks hungry. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look necessarily proud. He's just, his eyes are buzzing. Oh, I gotta get me some of that.
Gohan is like the new prime rib. They just carted out to the buffet.
Oh God, prime rib, and then on the other side of the prime rib are obviously the Alaskan king crab legs, and they're piping hot as well.
A new steamer tray.
Oh God,
fresh. We cut around a little more. We see Mr. Satan again saying like, "Oh, it's so unfair. This kid's got to fight. Won't someone step in?"
Well, champ, why not you?
Who, me? Who, me? Call back. No, my tummy. Oh, it still hurts. I can't help that kid out. Help.
And this is Aaron. This is a direct quote from Jimmy Firecracker and mine. We must be cursed for this to happen to our greatest guy.
Oh, that's very sweet.
He's the best dude.
Oh, you're patting my tummy. I appreciate it.
Tummy pats for a good boy.
Oh.
Oh, hear that, audience? He's purring with anticipation.
Oh, I can't wait till I'm better so I can fight.
There, my sweet, sweet child.
All right, you touched my belly too much. I hate it now.
Oh, he scratched me. Let that be a lesson. The fearsome Hercule, even when ailed by a stomach virus, is still fury swiping.
Hiss. And see.
I'm looking at a cat right now that is that to a T.
This is the most relatable scene we've ever done. We have Cell. He's pulling out the big guns, i.e. the Frieza pink laser blast. Trying to catch Gohan off guard. Krillin is the one to point this out, and we get a little flashback. But then the big move, Cell's big plan is like grabbing a hold of Gohan. And I'm like, is this sucker gonna explode? No. He's just gonna give you a squeeze.
Mm-hmm. Cell in mine as he's holding on to Gohan is like, come on, I know this hurts you. Show me your power. Gohan, I can feel your bones about to snap. Like, Cell thinks unlocking the way to unlock Gohan's anger is through pain, and inflicting it on him at this point.
In mine, it's similar. He says, "You can't dislike fighting so much that you'd rather endure this."
He don't know a real pacifist.
He's Gohan so pure.
Yeah.
I do like the details of like just of the bone crack. The bone cracking line was very good. That's some villain stuff.
Mm-hmm. Cementing Cell as one of the all-time great anime villains. Just he is the other side of the coin. Like, what if Goku was just evil? Like, what if Goku went around the galaxy challenging people to fights with no remorse or code, and it was like, I just want to see how strong you are, and I'll do anything in my power to see that strength.
That's true. This is the equivalent. This is Cell Senzu Bean. Mm-hmm. Pain Zubin, which will come to play here shortly.
Gosh,
this next bit, my God.
Yep.
So
I didn't think I was going to get this in this episode. I really didn't.
So I'll try and go through speedily. So it's Piccolo. He's so upset. He's like, "That's it. I'm going to jump in." Goku stops him. Goku finally reveals his plan to everyone else. He's just like, the only one that can stop Cell is Gohan, but he has to be angry to do it. And then it comes down to Piccolo asking like, "Okay, cool. Does Gohan know this?"
It's absolutely nuts. Like, Piccolo's speech in mine is brutal. And it hits Goku harder than any punch I've ever seen in the show. Because Piccolo like you said, Piccolo's like, "Does Gohan know this?" And he says, "It doesn't." I'm trying to get there emotionally.
Yeah.
Oh God, where do I want to start?
Yeah, it's a very emotional Piccolo. It's the most care I think I've seen from him ever.
Goku. God, it's hard. It's hard.
Get to that place. Come on, your cats are fighting for their lives.
Oh no. Don't do that. You wouldn't like to see my fury. Do you know what your son is thinking right now, Goku? He doesn't thirst for battle and mayhem like you. He's not a fighter like you. Do you want to know what he's thinking? He's thinking and wondering why his father is standing there letting him die. He's a scared 11-year-old boy, and I'd rather die than wait.
Oh, like that's good stuff. Put that on the reel, friend.
And while Goku is taking this in, we get that like realization kind of cut where it's just like a weird tapestry behind Goku as his eyes are wide, like, oh my God, that year in the time chamber, and I didn't speak to my son once. That's what it felt like.
Let's see. I asked him about dinner, lunch, breakfast, snacks. I'm going to punch you now. Keep punching me. Yeah, that's it.
Goku, you didn't ask him if he liked it?
Liked what? He loves fighting. He's my son.
Does he?
I mean, he fought me. He did keep saying, I hate this, actually. But I don't see how that's relevant.
Is it relevant that he chose to dress like me rather than you after spending a year with you, Goku?
I just thought it's teenage rebellion because he's a teen now.
He's 11.
2 digits.
No.
He's 11 teen. I was going on adventures at his age. Wait, was I 13? Crap.
See, you don't even know.
Look, I just had a heart attack, Piccolo. Cut me some slack.
You're giving me one. I don't think I have a heart.
How do you pump that purple stuff?
Ooh, that purple stuff.
Right? I'm not mistaken. Purple or green?
It's purple.
Okay. All right.
And it's called cellular redistribution. It's what plants crave.
I love that movie. You know what? The more I think about it, it's probably a documentary. That's an original thought.
First one in years, Goku. First one in years.
Anyway, it's fine. Gohan's smart. He'll figure it out.
Scene. Because it's after realizing that Goku didn't tell everybody the plan. If he had told everybody the plan, probably would have went over a little bit better, especially if he had told Gohan. Maybe Gohan would have found a way to get angry, the same way he found a way to become a Super Saiyan. Because Goku then is like, oh, I messed up. Krillin, give me a sensu. I gotta save my son.
Then, from this point, Cell suddenly lets go of Gohan. He's like, well, your own pain's not doing it. I guess I gotta fuck your friends up. Flies up to the cliff. Piccolo misses a punch. And Cell stands right in front of Krillin. Everyone panics for like a second. We're like, again?
Yeah, there's everybody's head, like you hear everybody in their head. Oh, not again!
This guy. But really, it's just Cell's just there to steal that bag of beans from Krillin, and then just flies back down. Has the beans in his hands. He's like, actually, it's not worth it. My time to fight those losers.
Mm-hmm.
And then 16, and then out of nowhere, Android 16 jumps in, grabs Cell, and he's like, everyone stand back. I'm going to blow up.
Like
also, you're going to die.
T-100 does.
Mm-hmm. And then, I think from there we have it. We do get a very fun shot of the loser squad. They are panic. They are in a huge panic because they don't want to go to this commercial.
Hey, Riley.
Yeah, Andrew?
Do you want to make a podcast ad?
I do, but what would we mention?
So I think that we could probably put together an ad for a show called The Podcast Minds. There, but for the grace of pod, go we. You know, it's a podcast where we both pitch each other podcast ideas instead of doing one ourselves.
Yeah, it's a podcast pilot pitching project. Totally. We should mention that it's a comedy show, right? Where we throw out ideas like getting weirdly deep into the themes of Jumanji.
Is that one a podcast?
No. It's a podcast idea that is actually a front for me to talk to you about hyperfixations I got.
Oh, that's most of the things that you hit me with. What about instead if we just talked about all the different ways you could do a rewatch of Lost?
Oh, that sounds like you just did what I did, but you said it in a positive voice.
Okay, and along the way, what if we pitched ideas like, I don't know, epic rap battles of mystery, the Lin-Manuel Miranda podcast?
Listen to the Podcast Minds. There, but for the grace of pod, go we on your podcatcher of choice on the Moonshot Network. Hi-ho!
Hi-ho! Every Friday.
I have to ask why it's taking so long for Android 16 to blow up, because there's a lot of yakking and not a lot of splacking.
Not a lot of tick tick booming.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
you figured it out. You've got a bomb in you. Blow him up. Do it. Hurry.
Where's his little yeah, he's like, hold on, let me turn the thing. Do you think 5 minutes is enough?
Come on, Cell, talk to me.
When
30 seconds seems a bit fast.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm sure you have things that you need to get in order before I blow you up.
Any last words? Maybe this delivery boy can get you a final meal.
Gohan, I just tossed 100 yen to you. How about a box?
Gohan, hurry. Go to a Kobini.
I saw them on TikTok. Looks cool.
But yeah, does 16 give any kind of speech in your version of the show? He gives like a little bit of something before.
Not really. Nothing notable, but if you've got something.
It was just he's like, Cell, you are a parasite. It is clear that that Dr. Giro made a mistake, and I'm here to correct it using his own technology. A fitting end to you. I was like, that's nice.
That's pretty good.
It's a good use of, I think, localization probably to endear him more to the audience at this point.
Yeah.
To make his sacrifice even more noble. And we get a quick cut to Hercule being the least noble of gentlemen, literally grabbing his underlings, being like, I'm your master. You have to protect me. You gotta protect me. Come on.
You too, Pizza. Get in here.
Come on, Pizza.
Jimmy Firecracker is calling out for his mother.
Oh, that's good. He doesn't cry out for mommy and mine.
He goes, Mama. I'm like, aw.
Oh, poor guy.
So Android 16 is glowing. It seems like he's about to go. Everyone's bracing, and then why didn't I explode?
And here comes Krillin. Here comes Krillin. 16! You can't explode because Bulma took out your bomb.
You didn't know this? Again, the lack of communication amongst these men.
God.
It's sad, but like, no, all this tracks. This is your average male friend group.
Dude, it's more than your average male friend group. It's your average man, period. Look, I'm going to date this because the Kendrick dropped the album the Friday before we recorded this. And in that album drop, he savages Lil Wayne for no reason. I'm just like, dude, you could have talked to Wayne about this. You could have said any of this to Lil Wayne. He seems like a chill guy. If you got a problem with him, you could just settle it in private. But Kendrick is like, no, I've been in therapy and I'm a monster now. My therapist said I could go off on y'all.
No, that doesn't sound like a great therapist.
It sounds like an enabler, Kendrick.
Is this therapist just you in the mirror?
He's just reciting his own lyrics to himself. Listen to me, Kendrick. You're justified in your rage, Kendrick. You're gonna do it on stage, Kendrick.
Who's Lucy in this scenario?
I'm Lucy. I'm carrying the ball. 5 cents. I'll get to it all. I'm Kendrick Lamar, y'all. Kendrick.
Mustard. Some top tier memes running around with that bit.
Some good memes.
Yeah, he's Krillin. No one told him this, but we do get a flashback. It's a weird Inception moment because we go from the battle to Kame house. I guess the mic's working again because Roche is like, "Wait, is that true, Bulma?" And she's like, "Well." We go to a flashback. Bulma, Dr. Briefs, they're working on 16. They do find, they're like, hey, I found this device. Let's see. It looks like some sort of last resort, and also it can blow up the Earth. Let's get rid of it.
Ooh, blow up the Earth is a nice escalation. In mine, Dr. Briefs is like, looks like some kind of nuclear bomb. I guess we should take it out because probably was meant for Goku, and we still can't trust this android. Like, and that was the justification. Really? So yours makes it less objectionable in terms of them making the decision to save Earth by removing this device. I don't know. If I was Goku's friend, would I have said something to Goku like, hey, just so you know, 16's got a bomb in him. We don't think he's going to mess with you, but just be aware that might be something that he does. So think about that.
It's a weird, like, insular decision. This should have been a meeting.
It could have been a quick video call, quick huddle.
Just 15 minutes.
Goku had like a whole week. You could have talked to him. Goku had a whole week to tell everybody the plan.
It's just all
could have
around.
written it down.
I like that they did not get rid of the thing that makes him glow before he explodes. So that's showing that there are two different mechanisms in his body.
Like putting the power button on the bottom of a Mac Mini.
Oh.
Just a weird move by Bulma and Dr. Briefs.
This should have less RAM. You're right.
Bulma, hear me out. Scratch had a great idea. What if it lights up? So it's easier for him to see.
Bulma, I put a bar on the top of him that used to be physical keys, but now it's fuck that. Who cares? You don't need that.
Bulma, check this out. I gave him USB-C 4 ports that no one has.
Not even our phones, the capsule phones. It's kind of like a whoopsie. And then Cell, knowing that he's safe, is like, all right, fuck you. And just punches him real hard.
I think it's like a quick energy blast.
Okay.
That like, typical energy blast, they cut a hole in things. Not this one. It separates that man like you dropped a gunpla model.
He is in pieces. And his whole bit is that then he puts his boot on 16's discombobulated head and then says, "It looks like you are one of Jiro's failed models after all."
Ooh, I like that. I like that quote. Here's my Cell quote for that moment. 16, his petty existence proved Dr. Jiro has his flaws.
Ooh, damn.
And then Cell kicks him.
Kicks the head while it's down. And this, one of the funniest bits in the episodes that also underplay the fact that Android 16 got blowed up, which I think is this could have came later when we had a second.
It would have been an interesting thing to see in the next episode. I agree. This joke rushed a bit.
But still very funny because it's the head falling in front of the loser squad. Mr. Satan shrieks like he saw a mouse in a Tom and Jerry cartoon, runs over, holds pizza, and her response while she's blessing is, "Oh, Satan-sama, not in front of the others." Which, me.
God. Okay.
There's a history.
No, I want to give you my quote because it is more revealing than Satan-sama not in front of the others. "Oh, my Hercule, we're in public. You haven't done this in a while." I'm like, what? Girl. We know Hercule has a daughter. Are you the mama?
Not the, as that one dinosaur said, not the mama.
I don't think so, right? They had to have like some kind of tryst or something. Maybe that's why Vidal's mom's not in the picture, because Hercule's a dirty dog.
Vidal comes home from like learning how to fly. Mr. Satan's just hand in his hands. I messed it all up. I thought world champion meant I could do no wrong.
Oh, God.
I thought
What do you get the man who has everything? Vidal, you get him something he can't have.
I'm sorry.
Don't make my mistake.
Find a good man and hold on to him.
Don't marry a fighter, Vidal. Whatever you do.
Mm-hmm. You better not be falling in love with anyone who can fly either.
I know what they're like.
Sweep you off your feet, then drop you on the dirt.
Just like I did to your sweet mother.
Marry some sort of scholar. I don't know. That seems safe. A dweeb. Yeah, I think it does something happen with pizza.
Oh, yeah.
In the past, in the future.
And they both blush, so you know that's how it's true.
And then Mr. Satan goes to Cannoli. Catalina.
One of them.
He's like, hey, you got to move that head out of here. And then the blonde man, scooches over and tries to pick it up with just like 2 fingers because he's too freaked out. And all he's able to do is flip it. Yeah. And then everyone gets scared again. I'm not doing it justice in the description because
it's a good bit, but again, like we said, it just comes way too fast from what was going to be a very noble sacrifice and a weird dismantling, literally. But this is not enough to get Gohan angry, or not angry enough to show him his true power.
He's just a chill guy.
Cell's like, yeah, you're just a chill guy, I guess. And we can't make money off this. We're not making money off this.
Hands in pocket.
Yeah, hands in pocket, red chucks. Planet Coaster 2 music playing. But then Cell takes a stance. He counts off the remaining Z fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then we get the nastiest thing I've seen in a while. Cell's little stinger opens up. See that hole?
It dilates is the term. Oh. The medical term.
It dilates. Oh, Cell, you're 6 centimeters dilated.
7 big pushes, please.
Gross. And it is gross because what comes out are like little black beads, revealed that they are little miniature cells. He calls them as my children is what he calls them. The Cell Juniors have arrived. Mm-hmm. They're blue, they're small, they're incredibly strong.
They're giggling and like almost like a giggle chitter.
Yeah, they're nonverbal. Thank goodness.
Well, they're so young.
Mm-hmm. They're wee babies.
All right, children who are 10 seconds old, go fight for daddy. I guess, yeah, you could eat them. I don't care. Maybe not the green one. Definitely that bald one. And the handsome one who sucks. Kind of streaky. But that 3-eyed baldy. You know, it seems like I think the bald ones have the most meat, honestly, if I'm looking at it.
He's talking about you, TN. Look out.
Krillin, he's also talking about you.
No, I've got 6 dots. I'm not bald.
We're counting forehead accessories. Then I'm not bald. I have a third eye.
Ah, damn it.
That's staring you down.
Ugh.
I mean, Yamcha, he's getting older. Maybe he's talking about
Yamcha, that's a toupee. Destructo disc.
Oh no! Oh man, Krillin, I thought we were boys. My hair system.
My hair system.
It's a routine.
Guess it's not really 4 hymns.
I have to take that too.
No shame. No shame.
I
We're all
wanna-
going to die anyway.
Yeah, that's true. All right, nice knowing you. You know, I should be honest with myself in these last moments.
I'll see you on Steak Way, brother.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm gonna stay in the lobby. I want to see what they refilled the vending machine with.
Oh, King Yemma likes to keep it fresh.
Mm-hmm. You gotta rotate. You gotta know what's selling and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
Hot fries.
Hell yeah. Blue Takis.
A cracker with peanut butter in it.
Oh, you're talking toast cheese, baby.
The cheese. Give me the. You know what? Give me that cheese cracker with peanut butter on top.
Starving. I'm starving, just like those
All right.
Cell Juniors are starving to maim and bring pain to the 7Z fighters while Gohan looks on. Cell's got his strategy. He's ready to enact it. And before we get to see any action, that's the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think one thing to point out is Goku warning everyone and how strong these folks are. He didn't say they're impossible to beat, which is nice.
Mhm.
And then they do this thing where it's like cut to one Cell Junior, cut to someone else, and they go back and forth. All the Saiyans seem fine. The Saiyans and Piccolo seem okay. Every human is terrified.
Terrified. Rightfully so. Yamcha's about to get a beating of a lifetime.
He specifically went there just for moral support.
And now he's going to get his ass kicked by another non-human creature.
All I did to prepare was bring a cooler full of hugs. Carrot slices. And the weird twisty string cheese that's like cheddar and mozzarella.
Everybody loves those.
Mhm. I'm too tired from cutting orange slices up last night.
Tien. Oh no, I should have done more push-ups. Krillin. I shouldn't have helped Gohan and Dende with their multiplication. I know what 9 times 3 is, but how many times can I survive a beating from one of these things? Solve for hex.
Gohan's yelling, you didn't help that much, Mr. Krillin.
Thanks, bro, for calling me mister.
Okay, I don't think that's the takeaway, but all right.
Hey, guys, you hear that? I'm a mister.
No, I'm Mr. Piccolo.
Nuh-uh, too late. I already texted Marin. I'm a mister now.
Or like you missed her.
Oh,
Get
I'm
over
dead.
Krillin, get over it.
Oh, no, my heart.
Hey, I've got those pills still. Come on, eat up.
Roshi's watching the TV. Good Lord, all my students are idiots.
Why are they broadcasting the whole audio of this?
Why are the mics working now?
Everyone watching in the street. This seems like we're interested now. This seems like a rich history that we'd love to know. They're all on their phone.
They're calling ZTV. Great work.
We love this.
We love this show.
More of the three-eyed man.
But no more of the three-eyed man, and no more episode, Aaron. That's it.
Fine. We'll
You got to
end
tune in
it.
next time to see what happens. Will this be the thing that pushes Gohan over the edge? Will Cell Juniors speak? I would love to hear them say words. And, will they suffer from identity, from a lack of identity by being called Cell Juniors? Will they all want their own names?
Seems familiar. I don't know why you would say that.
Huh? Yeah, me? No. I'm my own man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you keep yelling that.
Call me Vince.
Yeah, they need little nicknames. Cell 1. Cell 2.
Celly. Number 1, Cell 1. Number 2, Celly.
Okay, 5 more. Cellulose, of course.
Oh, that's a good one. What are we on? 4? Little Wings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, Cellulose Wild Wings. 5.
Hell in a Cell, 5.
Oh yeah, 5 Hell in a Cell. 6, Cellulator.
And then 7, Cell 0.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm. All right, you get it. We're gonna remember all these names.
We're gonna
for
remember
next time.
all of these.
We've assigned them. Thank you
We're gonna
so
put
much.
it in the Dragon Ball wiki.
Vince, thank you so much for joining me here. Just like I'm thanking all of you listeners for listening all the way to the end. We got to let you know that there's a couple other, besides the podcast, there's a couple other ways you can support us or interact with us. You heard us give a 1-minute roundup in the beginning. By us, I mean Vince. You can do your own, and you can send that into kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. We will play it on air. I guarantee it's going to be better than anything we can do. You're not going to send in KHP research. Maybe we missed something. Maybe you know the secret history, the scandalousness and duplicity behind pizza and Mr. Satan. Let us know that. The best way to support us is go to our Patreon, become a patron, give us that monthly subscription. It really helps out the show. We're very fortunate for our current patrons who support us, and it allows us to do the show cost free, which is a wonderful gift. You can go over to twitch.tv/Kame House Party. We're streaming every week. Vince is streaming multiple times a week. He's a streamer now. I think that's what he put on his tax forms.
Don't tell fun employment offices.
Have you streamed this week? Are you planning to stream this week?
How many days have you gone not willing to stream this week?
Follow us over there. We're playing a variety of games and having a variety of fun. If you don't know, we are a part of the Moonshot Network, a wonderful network of podcasts. Go listen to those other shows. Go to twitch.tv/moonshot. That's it. You'll find it. They're putting on a bigger variety of shows than we are. In personal news, go listen to Thinking Too Hard About Anime with myself and Noah Carden. We're talking about Evangelion. We're going on long diatribes. Get in there. Learn a little something. And then Vince, anything you would like to plug?
Hey, no, nothing I'd like to plug. I think by the time this comes out, it's the Thanksgiving holiday here in the U.S., so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We are very thankful for you, the listenership, and you, the patrons, and you, the Twitch subscribers, and anybody who checks out our work. And if you're not in the States, we thank you nonetheless, and enjoy not having a weird week off before a 2-week holiday in December.
If you are part of an international team, enjoy not being bothered by your U.S. coworkers.
Hell yeah.
We have people from Canada on our team, and that's essentially what they're like. We love it. No, we can get work done. The U.S. isn't down our throats. A lesson the U.S. should take to heart. Yeah, I think we're taking a week off. So I know sometimes it's random when we don't do, but like we're not going to do a new podcast this week. I'm going to be too full.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pie season, baby. It's my time to shine.
There we go.
From the fat and sugar that I've consumed.
It makes you glisten. It's a glaze.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's going to glaze me up.
And we got to get out of here the same way we always do. So whether you are rekindling love on the battlefield, or you're tired of using your son as a human battle shield, you gotta keep
fighting.